see. Let's test out the teleport ability. Does it show a radius where I can teleport to? Yes, it does. We drop in there. I guess that's a nice little graphic. And we do still have our movement after we teleport. So this guy is at least twice as mobile as most other units would be. So the teleport isn't useless, I'm just not sure how important it is. But I imagine there would be some situations where we want a highly mobile force of Guardians. Might not be practical, but it certainly would tickle someone's fancy. Let's see, Glory to the Empire is fine, just something that doesn't take up very much production. At this stage, I just want to see where the story goes, and I'm not really too concerned with my... Okay, so there... Well, this looks like quite the fight. Well, we'll get this going. Looks like it's in the Wild Walker's favor, or at least it's close. We'll have these guys on offensive, or... Well, we'll start them off on offensive. And we got this guy. What kind of special abilities does he have? He doesn't go first. We want to have him out of range of the Dakari Rangers, so let's have him maybe start off over here. Force the Rangers to come at us, and then we can attack. We'll see if we can teleport within battle. We've got Cavalry Slayer, Blood Rage. 50% damage when the target dies before the end of the round. Winter Wind, Fly, Teleport. Alright, well, that's fine to start things off with. Everyone else is on aggressive stance. Let's have this guy go and target some of these units. In fact, if there are any cavalry around. No, these are both infantry. Alright, we'll have him go and target some of the units in the back. We didn't get a mind control off, which is too bad. So, Star of Hope, again talking about the cooperative and competitive quests. If they are intended to be, you know, these quests that all of the factions fight over, they need to be placed geographically so that all of the factions have relatively equal access to them. Yeah, I definitely would agree on that. Okay, so we pulled off a mind control there. Some Dakari Rangers for us to control. Meanwhile, our stalwarts are taking some hits. Our Guardians do deal decent damage, but they don't deal greater damage than any of our other individual units. Like those Dust Bishops there did 140 some odd damage, which was greater than the damage that our little Air Guardian did. So everyone here is continuing to advance forward. That's fine. We'll have these guys target someone further back to make sure they clear the reinforcement flags. Alright, and I should have manually assigned my Guardian to attack a new target, since he ended up damaging the archers that we had already mind controlled. So we'll have to keep that in mind. We'll make sure the Guardian attacks someone and that no one else targets the same unit. We'll also keep in mind that the Dust Guardian can heal our unit, so if there's a unit that's in trouble that we really want to save, we can go and heal him up. So our Dust Guardian is attacking this guy. We've got 3 range. We can go move forward 1. Well, the forests are going to be in the way. Alright, let's go and have him target this guy. And it looks like no one else is targeting this unit. So that's good. We'll mind control him and then leave him be for a while. Now unfortunately our Dust Bishop there was mind controlled. At least when they are mind controlled, they still heal adjacent friendly units, or are adjacent units, though by the internal logic they shouldn't be considered friendly. So there, that was pretty entertaining. The Dust Bishop dealt damage to our hero, and then subsequently healed our hero. Alright, now, what's this guy doing? Is this guy mind controlled? He is not, so we can continue to attack him there, while everyone else has their own target. Alright, so this seems fine. All our units still have reasonable health. I should probably not have the Dust Bishop off on his own. It sort of defeats his ally healing effects, but if he survives, we'll move him back to the rest of the army next turn. Or he could move there on his own. Good for him. Perfect. Meanwhile, our hero did die. But the penalty for heroes dying in combat really isn't that great, or at least I haven't found it to be that great. Alright, so while we're doing the main faction quest here, we can go and try to play with all of the Guardians. We've got the Blood Rage, which gives us additional damage, which does sound quite nice after we kill a unit, apparently. So how does this work exactly? Plus 50% damage when the target dies before the end of round. I don't know how to interpret that, except that if we kill someone, we get even stronger, which definitely sounds nice. Right, let's attack the hero. Go and attack people who are nearby. Actually, let's have this guy pull back slightly if he can. And this Dust Bishop does look like he's in trouble. Alright, well at least he's healing up some of his allies. We've taken down the enemy Dust Guardian. And that took up all 6 of the phases. We lost 1 stalwart, and our hero didn't survive. Some of our guardians are leveling up, which is good, and we killed most of the primary armies here, and they didn't even get a chance to send in most of their reinforcements. Okay, so let's see. Extra attack on our ranged units. That sounds quite nice. We can buff our... Wait, so the Dust Bishops are actually support units. Would they benefit from our ranged attack boost? Maybe they wouldn't. Alright, well, in either case, that's fine. I do, however, want to make good on my promise to test out the other Guardians. So, we have an Air Guardian, we have the Dust Guardian. What about the Earth Guardian? Let's get started on that guy. And how much is that going to cost to buy out? 7,000? That's nothing. And we may as well also build out... is that a Water Guardian? Sure, that sounds like fun. We'll just go and rush by him as well. And we'll see how both of those guys play out. And as for tech, we don't really need that. Let's see. Do I have all of the Guardian techs? We could also grab a Fire Guardian, which is nice and cheap. We'll put the Dust Boost on hold. And did I really want modernized administration? No. Alright, so that all looks good. We've got this guy who's just wandering around enemy territory, making the wildwalkers nervous, but with no real objective of his own. And everyone's at full health. Alright, do we still have movement to check out this pillar? Yes, we do. And here are the wandering guardians. So here we've got the Earth Guardian, and over this way we've got one of the Dust Guardians. Alright, so we can go and meet up with those guys after we find out what happens when we charge the this mysterious powering artifact thing. You can see that, wait, we don't have the quest conditions? Did I accidentally, oh, my guardians required some of that Hyperium. Alright, let's go and check what the requirements for that quest are again, just so we don't get confused. So hardware, we need 60 Hyperium. We can go and break the market ban. Let's go and talk to these guys. Market ban nullification. I guess it would have been cheaper to pay them the titanium, and that deal should still be good here. What did they want last time? Some 60 odd, 65 titanium? And I don't know why it's linking back here. Is this some uncertainty measure? It is green, so, well, let's offer them the same thing that they asked of us. I think it was maybe 67, something less than that, I think. So let's make the offer. Alright, good. So market ban. Oh, they refused. Grr. Alright, well, let's try that again. Market ban removal. Titanium again. We'll do that at 72. Got plenty of titanium, so they don't mind giving it away. So now we're in the green. They should accept this offer. Offer accepted, excellent. Alright, so that's something, I think that's something new, where how they value the deal is on the border a little ambiguous. And that little bit of push your luck there, I guess makes diplomacy a little more flavorful, possibly more fun. But we've unlocked the mark there. What we did all of this for was to buy a bunch of Hyperium. So 10 Hyperium, another 10. So we've got the 60 that we need. And quest conditions fulfilled. We got a bunch of dust water and a new item, the generator crystal. Wait 5 turns for... What's so funny?
This hilarious website Jeremy posted.
Okay.
Gauss proves the well-ordering theorem by glaring at the setting question until it orders itself out of sheer terror.
Okay, so, generator crystal. Wait 5 turns for the energy crystal to gain its full charge, then search the runes again to take the crystal. Okay. That's fine. And I guess we'll just hang around here while that finishes out. I guess we could go send some of our guardians to meet these guys head on. We can have an army of 4 guardians take on this guardian. It might not show off all of their abilities. Let's see. This guy has Earthquake, which sounds like a nice area effect ability. And the Water Guardian has Flood and Tsunami Charge, which also sounds like something that would be best demonstrated against a real army. Alright, well, why don't we have this guy go over and deal with the Dust Guardian. And we'll just have all of these guardians sitting around. Maybe have them go and intimidate the wildwalkers. We'll have the Dust and the Water Guardians in there first, just because they're the new unknown quantities for us. So with Flood, we can destroy watchtowers and resource extractors. That's kind of cool. Here our on-map ability, our army ability, is Fortify. We can, the Earth Guardian can boost the fortification strength of friendly cities. That's pretty cool. And of course we know that these guys have the teleport ability. Let's go and park him over here. And this guy on map, we can heal armies to full strength directly on the map as well. So that sounds pretty useful. Okay, so what else do we want here? I'm fine. We don't need the building cost reduction. We can scale back on that. And we've got plenty of influence though. Do I want to go full military? I don't need the full military boost. Alright, that all seems fine. And we can go and visit that other Dust Pillar. Although all of the Dust Pillar quests are now complete, the only one that seems to matter is the one near our capital. Or at least on our home continent. A new level here. Let's see, this guy's purely boosting our dust output, so we'll keep on going along with that story. And can our army here take down this one Dust Guardian? It's not the strongest army. Let's see, we'll give him some backup. New army here. These guys will get to work on town prior. And I'm not really worried about finishing that. We'll go to full dust. Have this army go and meet up with the hero. So we'll go and divert 3 units into the hero-led army. What's our current composition here? 2 stalwarts and 3 dust bishops. So let's go 3 and 5, and then we'll go and attack this guy right now. And that looks like an easy fight. We'll just auto it. No casualties. So there's a quest completed. We got some Quicksilver out of the deal. And I suppose while we're here, we could watch these Guardians fight. Alright, so this is apparently in our favor. 4 Guardians versus a Guardian and several armies with militia mixed in. Alright, let's see. This we'll be able to test what the Earthquake's all about and what some of our other abilities do. We start off with our Dust Guardian. He does get to act first, so we may as well have him right up there. Ready to deal damage right away. We've got this guy. Earthquake does what exactly? Overrides the default attack, deals 50% damage on all opponents when attacking. All opponents? Well, that's interesting. I guess if we could have boosted this guy's damage, Earthquake would be pretty devastating. We'll have to go and see what sorts of things we can do for that. So we've got our Earth Guardian. We didn't actually gear him up with anything too fancy. We'll have to go and remedy that, assuming this fight doesn't go poorly. Yeah, we really should have upgraded him with some of the better gear here. So this isn't a fair representation of how powerful these Guardians could be. They're currently low level. This is, for 2 of them, their first fight. And also, we left them unequipped without their best weapons and armor and other accessories. But otherwise, this looks fine. And El Hardez, I forgot that the Dust Guardian is in fact ranged. So we definitely didn't need to have him pushed up here. We do have more initiative, so we can remedy this and have him go and run away. And let's see, who else here is ranged? Of all the Guardians, only the Dust Guardian is ranged. So we'll move him back to here, and then these guys can move forward. Alright, so a nice amount of damage from that Water Guardian. Not really the most impressive damage from our Air Guardian. Meanwhile, I suppose we can try to mind control some of these units. Alright, so the Dust Guardian wants to heal the Air Guardian. That seems fair enough. Not really the heftiest of heals, though. Ooh, that was pretty nice. The Earthquake attack on the Earth Guardian, though, is pretty impressive. 75 damage to all other units. Does that trigger every time, or only sometimes? I guess we'll soon see. Well, it's triggering pretty consistently. And sure, we can keep on healing up the Air Guardian, that's fine. If we look at the Earthquake ability, overrides the default attack. Every time? Or only some of the time? And what is our default attack? Let's see. I don't know why the Earth Guardian decided to wander over this way. He really shouldn't have done that. Alright, well, that went well enough. Some of these guys should go and heal up, or at least return to our territory and receive better gear. Let's see. This is additional hit points. What I want to do is boost the damage she can deal. Let's gear him up with this here. Short on Palladium. And as your items, free counter, Glow Your Death, Intimidation Aura. What does Intimidation Aura do for us? Reduces initiative. Ah, maybe when he attacks. I don't know. Intimidation Aura sounds useful because I would guess that we can only do earthquakes on our attacks, not our counters. So then acting first would be pretty important. So lowering the initiative of our neighbors sounds quite useful. And then if we have to get right up in front of everyone, Glow Your Death 3, additional morale versus a free counter. I guess we can leave that as is as well. Apply this. We'll need to buy a bunch of Palladium if we want to see how this affects how powerful our Earth Guardian is. I was most impressed by the Earthquake. So let's go and buy a bunch of that. We need, what, 60 odd? So that should be enough. We'll go and return the Earth Guardian to our territory. Oh wait, that's not our Earth Guardian, this is our Earth Guardian. We'll go and retrofit him here. And bring him out and around. We may as well go and retrofit our other Guardians as well. So, Air Guardian. Do I want more attack and damage or more life? We'll keep on leaning into the aggression since we do have the upper hand here and it doesn't look like we're at risk of losing any of our units. And we'll just go and equip them with something that we have the most resources of. Shared Wisdom or Intimidation Aura. Intimidation Aura is fine. And sure, Glory or Death. Let's go and apply that. Looks like we need to buy some more Hyperion. So that should do it. And the retrofit. And El Hardez confirms that we do the earthquake attack so long as we attack before someone attacks us. So getting higher initiative on our Earth Guardian would be pretty important. Or somehow destroying the initiative of all of our opponents. Meanwhile, the Air Guardian can just keep on hanging out around here, that's fine. And we're still exploring the New World. And if you hear laughter, it's not related to the stream. My girlfriend's on the computer beside me laughing at some math jokes, apparently.
www.ghostfacts.com, trust me.
Okay, and as for our main hero here, she dealt very... she had no trouble dealing with that wandering Dust Guardian. Although, did we lose a unit? We might have lost a unit. We've got space for one more Dust Bishop. And then we'll go and garrison these guys back in the city. We'll garrison there, and has it been 5 turns? Can we return to the Dust Pillar yet? It doesn't seem so. Let's go and test out our Earthquake ability again. Who do I want to attack? These wandering creatures. Let's go and attack them. And I do want to see the Earthquake attack in action again, so we'll go and watch this fight. This guy is not ranged, we'll have him out right in front. River Surfer is just for movement across rivers. Tsunami Charge, after a charge, deals damage to the target and opponents 1 tile per... Okay, so we want to run forward, we've got speed of 4. 1, 2, 3... If we charge from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, charge from back here, or back here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, ready? Tsunami Charge, we'll have him go and target this guy. And then we'll have this guy target someone else. Oh, nice. Wow, okay, I like the Tsunami Charge as well. Okay, so I like the area effect abilities of these Guardians. I'm glad we're just sort of goofing around at the end of our impossible playthrough here. So, on high difficulty, once you establish yourself with a large army and knock down most of your opponents, in this particular game, the AIs did a good job at eliminating each other, so we didn't really have that hard of a time. The game is pretty easy, so that does leave us with a lot of time to explore the victory quest and also to see what the abilities of all of these Guardians do. So that was pretty fun. Tsunami Charge, I like it. Tsunami Charge and Earthquake, those both seem pretty powerful, but those Guardians don't unlock. The Earth Guardian isn't that late in the tech tree, level 4, with the Water Guardian at level 5. Not bad. Definitely interesting. Alright, who else is left? We've got this Earth Guardian here. I suppose we can go and have... they've probably used all of their action points. Yeah, action 0 of 1. So no attacks left for them. Just keep on wandering around here. And I still don't know where Regasina is. Alright, so we finished the tech for our very last Guardian to test out, and we're being attacked by the Wildwalkers here. They're attacking our Air Guardian with reinforcements from these guys. We can just retreat, since this apparently is not in our favor, and we'd be coming in 2 at a time. That's just a recipe for a disaster. Retreat there. And this Air Guardian then should probably move somewhere else. We can go teleport off maybe. Or let's attack with the Tsunami Charger again. I really liked the way that worked out. Let's go and attack these trolls. This is very much in our favor. It's 3 Guardians against what looks to be a very large force, but the army preview, the combat preview, is saying this is very much in our favor. So let's go and see some more area damage effect. So if we get the maximum damage out of moving 4 tiles, that means standing... Let's see, we can't stand in the city. Standing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then damage. I think that's how it works. Although we don't know exactly where these units are going to be placed. I suppose to be safe, let's just go right here. And then we'll have this guy deal damage to someone who is within range that we could conceivably deal damage to right off the bat, since we do have more initiative. 80 damage, and let's see the tsunami. Nice. And so it does seem to be somewhat directional, but unit adjacency isn't required as it might be for, say, chain lightning. L. Hardy's is thinking of ways that you could buff the initiative on these guardians that do these awesome attacks, but only if they are on the offensive and not doing their counter. And so how can we buff their initiative? They can't wear any trinkets or accessories that boost their initiative, at least not significantly, at least not the same trinkets that you could apply to all of your other units. So what L. Hardy's is thinking of is if you have a preacher show up as reinforcements, or at least in the same battle, the cultist preachers can boost all stats, including initiative. So that's an option. Alright, so I guess the best way to be using the Water Guardian then would be to have him running around from spot to spot so we can get the full damage from his Tsunami Charge online, but there is only just the one Tenny Walker. So there's no space to be charging backwards and forwards. The Water Guardian here, though, did take a bunch of hit point damage. Maybe we can get the Fire Guardian to heal him up right now. Let's see. I guess we don't have any action points, so... or it just needs more time to charge up. Alright, well, they're all back to full strength. Is that because of a technology or quest bonus that we unlocked? In either case, we don't have to worry about healing them up. Dust Orchid done. And we'll have all of these guys within range to back up our Atmos hero right here. In fact, maybe we should go and move him back around here so he can't be ambushed again. Meanwhile, these guys will head down here. And we'll go and search these runes. Looks like we still have a few more turns to wait. Let's go and check on that. The victory quest. Hardware. How many turns do I have left on this? Pin that. 1 turn. Alright, end turn now.